Hey, what's up? This is Taja V. Simpson. You're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, and always remember, the dream is real.
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young G's, etc. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. Yes, he never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still way ahead. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I'm your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as usual, my ride or dies. Well, at least one of them. One of them is not dying.
Right?
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lilly.
How now, brown cow?
Google me, bitch.
How's that voice sound?
You sound good.
Thank you.
Yes, you sound really good. Sound like you've been doing voice exercises on your way over here.
I did some warm-ups on the way over here.
Did you? Okay.
Yes. I actually walked down Crenshaw doing vocal warm-ups. I was like doing my little scales. I'm doing my runs like Mary J. Blige. And here's the crazy part. Then nobody look at me different.
You know why?
Why?
Because we used to that shit.
I know,
We
man.
used to people just walking down the street talking to themselves without a phone.
Okay, you know what? Dude, okay, first off, let me say something about this. All right, so yeah, I've lived in a few neighborhoods in L.A. now over the last 12 years.
Yes, okay.
You know, now, the last apartment I was in for 10 years, so not like I lived all over L.A.,
Right.
but I've been all over L.A.
Right.
And I've lived in black neighborhoods and I've lived in white neighborhoods. I'm
Okay.
currently living in a white neighborhood with, you know, well, Latinos are everywhere, so,
Right.
you know, but white.
Right.
I left a black neighborhood where I would say black people all the time, and like no big deal. And of course, we have our crazies, like every neighborhood has.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear, it's more crazy black men in white neighborhoods.
Really?
than there are in black neighborhoods.
Because you know why? They're not that crazy. They know it's better to be crazy in the white part of the neighborhood than it is to be crazy in the hood.
What is up with that? I mean, I hardly ever in the hood see some black dude. First of all, you don't see very many Starbucks in the hoods, but I don't see black dudes outside the hood Starbucks going like, they're trying to kill you at the Whole Foods. They gave me a receipt, radiation on it. This dude was raving for 40 minutes at the top of his lungs outside the Starbucks at the corner of Sunset and Vine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this is my theory. I think it's because they get more attention, more compassion. Like I think for a lot of reasons. If they're homeless, I think you find better shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
If in the trash and and just people giving you stuff,
Right.
You know, that you more like in the hood. They'll just step right over him.
Yeah, we poor too.
Like they'll just step right over him and be like, nigga, shut up. Shut your ass up. I'm trying to, be quiet. I can hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to have a conversation, trying to drink my coffee. But in the white neighborhood, people will be like, oh, poor soul.
Right.
You know?
Or fear, too.
He got caught up in the system. Yeah. The system and did him wrong.
Guilt, liberal guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's fair enough.
And so they'll break him off.
That's fair enough. Because I've seen more crazy old black dudes in my neighborhood than I did in my black neighborhood.
Yeah.
They
migrate.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
The old crazy black dudes in my old neighborhood, the black neighborhood, they were just a garden variety, like just angry old men.
Yeah.
Or, dementia.
Yeah.
Whatever. But they, garden variety crazy. Your typical crazy, the kind that like puts a pot on their head thinking they're wearing a hat.
Right.
Kind of crazy.
Right.
Not yelling at you crazy,
Yeah.
but showing you your dingaling kind of crazy.
Right. More harmless, and, crazy to they self.
Yeah.
Instead of inflicting they crazy on you, they crazy to they self.
Yeah, the kind that sits on the corner butt naked and their daughter got to come get them crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind.
Well, No Deja on today.
Oh.
She's sick, and it's not Dino's fault. I know you guys thinking Dino got her sick last week. No, it wasn't me. She got something bad. I was only sick like 2 days, and I was done. She's sick, like talking about going to the hospital tomorrow sick.
Right.
So I don't know what she got, but she can get it from me.
No, she didn't get it from me either.
Yeah, she got some heavy duty stuff. I don't know what that is.
She's been working herself to death, I think.
She got some super cooties.
Or maybe them chemicals when she be cleaning the house.
You said that the last time.
I'm just saying. that stuff is harmful.
But I don't think it makes you sick like with the flu, kind of like sick.
Well,
like,
it can get into like your lungs, and your lungs get your oxygen.
You think she got pneumonia from cleaning with ammonia?
I'm not sure that's how it works, but
well, they both ammonias.
It's true that. I'm no doctor. I don't know. I don't know. I'm no doctor. It is not a science really. It's a art. So maybe.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
What?
We should call her. She probably won't answer her phone though.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll call her and see.
Oh, this is fun.
It's gonna prove what I said last week about nobody answers their phones anymore.
No, in the background, you're gonna be hearing like some hip hop music.
No, this is what you're gonna hear in the background. You're gonna hear. Yeah, we know you sick, right?
You notice I'm not as obsessed with sex this week as I was last week.
You must have got some.
I got some.
Oh, yeah, he in here singing and shit. Oh, my God.
My mind is so clear. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Oh, shit, I think I preferred him better when he was horny.
I had some focus. But that's all I could focus in. I had to get that done.
Please state your name after the tone.
It didn't even ring.
Try to connect you.
It didn't even ring. It didn't even ring.
But that's a good sign. She got her stuff turned off.
Oh, no, there it is. Oh, what was that little pre-message before the ring? I never heard that before. I thought that was what you was going to voicemail.
Right?
But that tricked me. Answer the phone. Come on, Dee Dee. Answer. People do not answer their phone in 2018. I'm telling you.
I answer my phone, unless it's a number I don't know.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Dee Dee. Dejan. It's your boy.
We miss you.
It's Dino Red and Pip.
Google me,
bitch.
We live on the Shiznit show. We called to say we missed you with your
you.
sick ass. Get better soon. All right, girl. We love you. Take care of yourself. All right. So we left her a voicemail. I wonder if she's gonna even get it. She gonna look at the number and be like, "What number is this?" Like she don't know the studio number.
I have a friend that doesn't check his voicemail.
Yeah.
You have to text him. If you really want him, you got to text him.
Yeah.
And he'll get back to you almost immediately if you text him. But if you leave him a voicemail,
yeah,
he'll call you. He has called me 2 weeks later and said, "I just got your message."
Right. Exactly. That's why last week I was saying I don't leave them because people don't check them. They just see the missed call and they'll just call you back, and then you got to repeat the same, and that irritates the fuck out of me. So I just like nope. Never mind. But I you know what's crazy is I had I came down with like a 90-minute stomach flu this morning.
This morning?
No, not 90 minute, 90 second. 90 second. Yeah, it was like a 90-second stomach flu.
What?
I was up early in the morning doing show prep like normal, typical Sunday. You know, I was feeling fine for the most part. I had a slight headache, but that's normal for me this time of year because of the heat.
Sure.
All the heat, you know, because of the cold, we got the heat on and
the
too
heater.
much heat.
Not the heat outside, but the heater inside.
Right, the heater, right. Yeah, the heater. That it gives me a headache when it's on too, you know, constantly like it is right now because of the winter. So I had a slight headache. Other than that, I was feeling fine, doing show prep. Got up to make some coffee, and all of a sudden, I just got this woozy, this kind of nauseous type feeling came over me. And I was like, oh, dang. And, you know, got that unmistakable urge to go Earl.
Yeah.
And I was right there by the sink, so luckily. And like a little something came up, not much. It was like all liquid. I don't even know what it was, but it was very little. But it happened like twice. And like I said, it was 90 seconds, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And as soon as the little bit that came up, I instantly felt better. And I haven't looked back since.
Well, good.
Yeah. That was crazy, huh?
It's probably something really slight or small that was like you touched your face or mouth or something with something.
Something. I don't know what it was, but I'm just glad it wasn't. That's crazy how that works with throwing up. Sometimes, like, you know, as soon as you do it, you can instantly feel better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've had that work the other end, too.
Yeah.
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 And it's like I was like, oh wow, I'm thinking I'm gonna be down. It's like, well, no, I feel great.
Yeah, because I was the first thing I was like, oh shit, am I going to have to call Pip? Because we already down Dejan.
Right.
I was like, oh shit, am I gonna? Because for a minute I was like, oh, I can't do the show feeling like this. Like last week I went through it, but like feeling like this, like you can't, feeling like you're gonna throw up any second. That ain't cool. But as soon as I did it and it was over with, then I was like perfectly fine.
We talked about this before. I love doing the show. I just love doing the show.
Yeah, we all do.
Right. So, but I thought like, oh, if we don't do a show today, I might be okay today. Because only because this is what's great for me. I got jobs, plural.
Oh yeah.
And I actually have the next 3 days off
Ooh.
in a row that I didn't request off. It just happened to work out that way.
Yeah.
And if other work comes up, I'm gonna say yes.
I think the last time you had 3 days off in a row, you were dead.
I did request 3 days off for my birthday because I went to Chicago,
right.
but I was sick the whole time.
That sucks.
So this was like, and then I requested a day off when I moved. I requested 2 days off when I moved, but I was moving, and I'm still not done moving. So tomorrow is sort of dedicated to finishing moving, and then the next 2 days are like, wow, like a weekend. Like I'm like, I never get that, but it's on a Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'll take it. Go hang out with my buddy RC. Go watch the screeners for the
RC Cola.
We're gonna watch the screeners for the Oscars, and then
I thought you already watched the screeners on Valentine's Day.
I watched some of them. We're gonna watch the rest of them.
Ah, okay. This the same homie?
Yeah, same homie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my homies, I hung out with my homies this week, which was a rare thing. They took me out for my birthday late. You know how black people are.
Yes.
Late.
CP time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took me out for 20-something on my birthday, which was on the 6th. Shout out to CJ, my homegirl. She was the one who took me out, because she barely remembered it was my birthday just in time before the month was over. So she was like, let's go out for your birthday, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So we got our other buddy Lance, and we went out, and oh my God, it was kind of a little adventure there, or misadventure, I should say. First of all, she was supposed to. She promised Lance that she was going to pick him up. Why she did that, I'm not. Well, she got confused about the proximity of his house to. Okay, so you know where I live here at Red Rock. So she's picking me up, and then she said she'd pick him up, and then we go to the place. Now he lives in Redondo Beach. Okay, and the place where we're going is on in what do you call it? Like El Segundo / Manhattan Beach, like right there on Sepulveda and Rosecrans.
Okay, so it's not too far from.
Not too far, but you go past the place to get to his house and then double back to the place from here. Okay. So, and she was late picking me up, of course. So she didn't get to me until almost like 8:15. Our reservations were 8:30. Oh no. Right. So I'm like, we're gonna miss our reservations. I should just tell him to meet us there. And she's like, oh, he's right by. I'm like, he's not far, but he's not that close either. Right. I mean, it's like we have to go past the place to get him, so. And you always have to do that traffic factor. Right. So she's like, okay, so I'm texting back and forth, and I already knew that this motherfucker wasn't going to want to drive once he was promised that he was going to get a ride. And what day of the week is this? This is a Thursday night. Okay. And the reason why it's a Thursday is because, I was off the next day. So it was, even though it was a Thursday, it was kind of a weekend. So... yeah, so I'm texting back and forth, him saying, "No, just come get me. I'm close." And, "Oh, this is the white neighborhood. They'll hold reservations," and all this stuff, right? All this drama, right? Instead of just getting his ass in the car and driving, and meeting us there. Right. And she's all like, "I'll buy the first round of drinks," and they're going back and forth, and I'm doing I'm the go-between, right? So finally, he decides that he's just going to boycott. Like, I'm not going to go. Y'all have fun. Like, I'm not going because I'm not going to drive and whatever. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, And so she didn't want to do it without him. So she's like, oh, I guess we just go pick his ass up, whatever, right? So we go pick him up. We get to, and I told her too. I said, we're going to lose our reservations. I said, when we get there, he's not going to be dressed. And what happened? When we got there, he was not dressed. What? No, he was not dressed. And then when we get there, not only did we not have our reservations, the motherfucker was closed. They closed at 9 o'clock. We got there at like 9:15, 9:11 or some shit. Right? Wait, how did they get not dressed? How he not dressed? Oh my! And then he say, why didn't you get in an Uber? But wait, and he only was wearing Mr. White Neighborhood. He was wearing a jersey and some sweats and some tennis shoes, and he wasn't dressed. Yeah, some sweatpants. Oh man! And a jersey and some tennis shoes, like we were going to the sports bar.
All right.
Which, I ain't got a problem with. I ain't no snot. It wasn't like I was like super fly or anything.
No.
But I had on a button-up shirt. What I'm saying?
Let me say something to dudes. Let me say something. I've been resisting it myself, but I'm finally giving in, especially now that we have Black Panther come out. We had those hammer pants, some harem pants, some drop crotch pants and stuff like that. They back